What a beautiful day here at Yankee Stadium. The World getting on the board as they have the 1-0 lead. Pablo Sandoval picking up the RBI. For the USA All-Stars of the future. Let's take a look at the lineup that they'll have, and it's got a lot of names, as we said, that you're going to see around the Olympic team with some final choices to be made based on what happens here today. Leading it off will be Andrew McCutchen. He will be in left field. He's with the Pirates and 11th overall in the selection process. Cliff Pennington makes the start at second base. Some injuries have held him back for a while. That pitch to McCutchen, the left fielder, is taken outside for a ball. We'll get the rest of the lineup here in a moment. Chris Carrasco, the 21-year-old on the mound, the right-hander. That pitch is going to be delivered down low. Carrasco with the Phillies Double-A team in Reading.
And their best minor league prospect, best prospect since Cole Hamels came through the organization there.
That'll be fouled off the end of the bat. The 2-ball, 1-strike count on Andrew McCutchen.
Carrasco's a name that's been brought up a lot as the Phillies look for starting pitching to help them at the major league level. When they're shopping around, the name that they're getting asked for in return is Carlos Carrasco. Outstanding stuff. Nothing straight. A lot of movement on his pitches.
That one breaks a bat, popped it up towards first base. Sandoval is there and will put it away. Andrew McCutchen is retired, and there is one down. These hitters anxious. They see anything that looks like a strike, they are ready to go after it. That's why you're seeing so many early swings here in these lineups. These kids did not come here to draw walks. Play as Rondon got over and gets him out of there, and there are two down. Of course, the Olympics have changed going in so many ways. I mean, it used to be, especially from the USA, that it was amateurs, and you put quotations around that in decades gone by that went. You see what has happened in baseball-wise. There are the results, the managers who worked with those teams, the gold that came in '88. Rod Dedeaux got one in '84, a silver. There was a demonstration sport in other years. And now baseball, as Davey Johnson said, has become so popular around the world. The competition's so tough. And as Steve mentioned, most of the countries are sending their best professional baseball players.
Oh, absolutely. We saw in the World Baseball Classic when, the United States was sending their best major leaguers. I mean, Japan won it. Korea got into the semifinals. I mean, it's not easy. And the Cubans are always, they're not as good as they used to be, but they're still very good. But I mean, if you're getting as many good Major League Japanese players as it looks like we're getting, they're going to be really tough to beat.
See, and I think it's interesting because their Major League season is going on simultaneous to ours, but they're willing to give up their two best players off of all 12 teams to put a roster together. We're not willing to do that here, and yet if the U.S. team doesn't prevail and win a medal or win a gold medal, there will be some here saying, well, what are we doing? We're not good enough. We got to be better. Well, we're holding back players, but yet from a general manager's perspective, I get it. I wouldn't want to give up my best prospects who may help my major league team sometime this year. I wouldn't want to give it up either because my job's on the line, so I understand it.
Yep. And it's why we're talking about it, but you don't hear a lot of talk about it because Major League Baseball doesn't want it talked about. They don't want to look like unpatriotic, and I use that term very loosely because it hasn't got anything to do with that. And the teams don't want to talk about it because they don't want to be seen as one of those that held back on a player that should have been on the Olympic team. So it's kind of a balancing act that goes on around Major League Baseball.
Yeah, it's very difficult for some of the owners, some of the general managers, but it's only common sense. And again, the Olympic, the idea of winning the Olympics is terrific, but
that one deep into the corner, Peter. Could it be? Oh, foul ball. He wasn't even going to run till he knew where that thing had gone, because if it was going to leave Yankee Stadium, McCutchen wanted to be sure he saw it leaving the ballpark.
Well, this is a young guy we talked about in the open, 21 years old, playing at the AAA level, future center fielder for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And because of where he is in his development, they're talking about trading Jason Bay or Xavier Nady.
That one he takes in the air to left, but that one came off the end of the bat. Ramirez will move in and put it away. And that will retire the side as McCutchen's out of there. A 1-2-3 inning for Hector Rondon.